Hello, in this video we will talk about chapter 12, bisector of an angle. What is the bisector of an angle? The bisector of an angle is a semi-straight line that divides the angle into two equal adjacent angles. Let's take an example. For example, OZ is the bisector of the angle XOY. OZ is a semi-straight line. It is limited from one side and unlimited from the other side, and it divides the angle XOY into two equal adjacent angles. So XOZ is equal to ZOY. These two angles are equal and they are adjacent. Why they are adjacent? Because they have the same vertex O, a common arm OZ, and the other arms OX and OY lie on the opposite sides of the common arm. Now, how we draw the bisector? We can draw the bisector of an angle by two methods. The first method using the protractor. The second method using the compass. Now let's see the first method, how we draw the bisector using the protractor. For example, we have this angle ABC with measure 50 degrees and we want to draw the bisector of this angle using the protractor. We know that the bisector divides the angle into two equal adjacent angles. So we want to know what is the half of 50 degrees. So we divide 50 degrees by 2 and we get 25 degrees. So the bisector should divide this angle into two equal adjacent angles and the measure of each of them is 25 degrees. So we take the protractor and we put the center of the protractor at the vertex B and the graduation 0 at the arm BC. We look at the numbers from this side because the arm BC is from this side, and we move on the numbers starting from 0 and we measure 25. Then we put a small point here and we join this point with the vertex B. We can name it, for example, XBX. So the bisector of this angle is BX. So BX is the bisector of the angle ABC, and it divides this angle into two equal adjacent angles. So ABX is equal to CBX, and each of these angles measure 25 degrees. Now the second method, how we draw the bisector of an angle using the compass. We take the compass and we put the tip of the compass at the vertex O and we draw a small arc here on the first arm OY. Then we put the tip on the vertex O and we draw another arc on the other arm OX, but we don't change the radius of the compass. We don't change the radius and we draw another arc. Then we take the protractor and we put the tip on the protractor now at this arc here, and we don't change the radius of the compass. Then we draw a small arc here in the middle. Then we take the compass and we put the tip on the other arc of the other arm. We don't change also the radius of the compass and we draw here in the middle another arc. These two arcs meet or intersect in the same point Then we join this point with the vertex O. And we can name the bisector, for example, OZ. So OZ is the bisector of the angle XOY. It divides this angle into two equal adjacent angles. Thank you for watching.